So this is the beginning of the garden for Jessie. And so I'm going to start panning out here a little bit and just take everybody on a tour. So this is at the very beginning. And this is the archway going into the dark garden here. So let's go ahead and start walking through here. It's amazing. You see all the different things that have been collected over the years and added to the garden. And of course we see here at the beginning we got all these butterflies, and Rose here is a certified butterfly expert, and we're going to see them around here. Matter of fact, we just released one. Trying to release a couple of them. One of them wasn't feeling pretty good, or not good at all. But as you can see here, a lot of these ornaments and decorative things were added on over the years by Rose and friends and relatives. As you can see here, now this is, again, remember, this is just the beginning of the of the garden, and it is quite extensive. I'm amazed as to all the different things, the plants. I have no idea what these are here. And what's amazing here, while I'm starting to go through the tour here, is yesterday at lunch we were sitting down with my wife and her sister Rose, and we saw a waitress there. And after having a discussion, I was asking her if she was having a blessed day, and her eyes lit up. And we began to share a little bit about the Lord and Psalm 91, but she clearly had other ideas in her heart and in her mind, of which she came back after we were done eating, and she gave a word of knowledge. And we were just blown away by what this lady had said to us. And here it is, this tapestry that was created for Jessie. And what had happened is that this lady, the waitress, came up to her. Her name was Sean. She came up to Rose and said, the Lord put it in her heart and her mind to come over and say something about Rose praying in the middle of a garden among angels, and that the Lord was very pleased with her. And obviously there was just chills going down Rose's and ours back. How in the world did this lady know that in fact Rose does go into the middle of the garden among the angels? And you see the angels here, and she goes here to pray, and she lifts up family members and her needs and the needs of others around her. How did this lady know that? And so we were just astounded that that this word of knowledge from a complete stranger, and she was heavily prompted by the Holy Spirit to come over and say this to Rose. And so we it was just a total blessing that the Lord, through Rose's grieving, through all the heartache and through all the troubles that she's been through, and lost her husband a couple years ago, that the Lord used this lady to come over and to comfort her and to give her a word. And this is the garden. This is the middle. This is where Rose comes and prays. And this lady knew it. She knew it was in her heart. She knew it was in her mind. And the Lord instructed her to come over and say that to her. So it's an amazing thing. It's even it was just breathtaking that we don't very often get to have an experience like that. And there's one of the butterflies. Yeah, see that? Yeah, flying around. And so we don't get an opportunity to experience that very often. And so not only was Rose blessed, but we were blessed as well. And it was a comfort to Rose, and it was a comfort to us, knowing that the Lord knew her heart and was very, very focused on that moment in time to help a grieving mother, a grieving wife, because she lost her husband Russ a couple of years ago, and he's a good guy. I miss Russ a lot. And you see the butterflies there on the wall there, on the fence, and there's just butterflies everywhere around here. Now I may have to make this in 2 segments here because I don't want to make the file too big. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off and start it again.